Hello everyone, welcome to live performances again. We're so happy to see you. I'm Lisa from Town Hall Theater, and we are all here today for free and have been hosting an entire weekend of free performances thanks to an anonymous gift to Town Hall Theater to support these performances. So gratitude goes out to that person or family. We'd also like to say thank you to IBJ Real Estate, who is our premier season sponsor, and would like to call your attention to our little flyer on the desk that has some upcoming events, including next weekend's Pollen Palooza, which is happening behind Woodchuck Cider, and features a ballet and all kinds of great interactive kids activities, and Doc Lyle Saul's medicine show, which will be happening on the town green next Sunday at 5. I'd like to introduce Tom Verner, although I don't really think he requires much introduction. I feel like he's got a huge fan following here. But Tom is an amazing magician who started Magicians Without Borders with his wife and has traveled to something like 42, 45 countries and entertained more than 1 million children across the world. We're so thrilled to have him here with us today. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Okay, go this way. All right, so I'd like to thank Town Hall Theater for inviting me. When I look at that building up there, remembering what it used to look like, when I see it from the outside, it's so beautiful, and when I see what happens inside, it just fills me with hope. Town Hall Theater, it's just like a death and rebirth here in the midst of Middlebury. It's a big hand for Town Hall Theater. And for LPJ Real Estate for sponsoring these activities. And I'd like to also, how about and I'd also like to remember all those people who served this country, who died, keeping us free and liberating many other parts of the world over these many, many years. So let's thank them. And who I'd also really like to thank, because this show would be very different if you weren't here. So I want to thank you for coming out today. Last night when I was reading the weather, when they were still calling for rain all day today, and wind, and cold, I thought of Bill Murray in Tootsie. He said, I only want to be performing in a theater on really nasty nights when the weather's really terrible, because those people really want to be there. So thank you very much for really wanting to be here. All right. So I'm going to do a little bit of magic that I've been doing for probably 40 years, all right? And this piece of silk is probably almost that old, all right? So I've been doing this for 40 years, but magicians have been performing with silk. I forget. Let me check. I have a little history of magic book here. Let's see. Silk, S-R-S. Okay. It began in China, which is not surprising. That's where a lot of the best silk comes. Oh my God, this is on fire. Do you know how silk is made, Sophie? Do you know? Does anybody here know? Any kids know? Yes, back there. Silkworms! It's amazing. This beautiful fabric is made by worms on a special plant called the mulberry bush. Could you help me with this trick? I want to tell everybody I've been fully vaccinated for 6 weeks, and I got a test in preparation. This is my first public show in 15 months. I'm really nervous. So I'm as safe as I ever am, okay? But could you come up and help me? I met Sophie. Would you come right over here? And your name is Sophie? Oh, I'm sorry, Sophia. Even more beautiful. All right. Would you hold that magic wand? Because when I met you, and your name means wisdom, which is very close to magic, all right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick this in my hand like this, and I'd like you to just wave over it and say a magic word. Do you know any magic words? No? What's your favorite? That's okay. What's your favorite animal? A fox. Very much of a trickster. All right? So I'm going to put this in here, and what I'd like you to do is wave over this and say, magic fox.
Magic fox.
No, not you. I mean, maybe at the end we'll all say it together. Here, you better step up here because I don't want you to go up in flames. That wouldn't be good. All right? If you want to say magic fox, that's fine. All right? This is a full participatory show here, okay? All right, so we'll just stick this right in there. No tricks, right in there, okay? All right, and now you and your entire staff say magic fox. 1, 2, 3.
Magic fox.
Oh. Now, you guys are still learning. That's pretty amazing, but it's still here. What you've managed to do is change it from red to air color. Blends in, makes it harder to see. All right, Josh. No, not Josh. Jacob. Right. All right, here. Now, all right. Now, what I like to do is just put it back in there. Now, say magic fox. 1, 2, 3.
Magic fox.
And we'll change it back to red. There it is. All right, a big hand for Sophia. Now, I was doing a little bit of magic in the audience before we began. I put a coin in this hand. It disappeared. Someone said, I know how you do that trick, mister. You have a hole in your hand. All right, now. What?
And it falls. But it looks like it's invisible.
Right, the hole. Yeah. All right, here. Would you check that hole? Just check my hand. This is a subtle biblical reference. My name is Thomas. Here, would you check that hole there? Is there a hole there, John? No. Okay. All right, but I do. Hi there. I do have a hole in my head. All right. That's probably become obvious already in the first 5 minutes. So this time, I'm going to take this and rub it into the hole in my head. Go down through the little bit of brain I have left. Come out my mouth with you and your entire staff's help. Okay, here we go. Ready? It's right here. All right, now move. All right, push it right up there. Okay, now. My mouth empty? Okay. Wave over, say, on the count of 3, magic fox. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Magic fox.
Have to wave this right there. It's not gonna work. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Magic fox.
A little louder. All right, now. Okay. Now, this time, I'm going to do it one more time. This time, I'm going to use a piece of paper. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, this is not ordinary paper. Some of you who have seen me perform know about this paper, all right? I live up in Lincoln, up in the mountain. I don't even live in Lincoln. I live in South Lincoln. Nothing happens in South Lincoln. That's why I lived a life like in the slow lane, all right? So to entertain myself during the summer, I go out and check my porch light for dead moths. Right? And when I find one, that's a big day in South Lincoln. All right? And I collect those moths, I put them in a box, they dry up, and in the winter when nothing happens in South Lincoln, I mix those dried up moth wings with water, make a paste. Out of that paste, I make moth wing paper. That's what this has all been about. Here, would you hold that? Check it. That's moth wing paper. All right? Okay, and this is for those who might be holding on to the hole in the hand theory. Okay? So we're just going to take it like this, make a little hole in that moth wing paper, and put it right inside there. Just like that. So even if I did have a hole in my hand, it can't go anywhere but inside that moth wing paper. All right? Now, in the old days, they didn't have electric lights. All right? Is that where you see moths? You said that, didn't you? You see them around lights. All right? What did they have in the old days? They didn't have electric lights. What did they have?
Candles.
Candles like this. Anything else? Yeah? Torches! Exactly. Anything else?
Lanterns.
Butterflies.
Butterflies, yeah. Okay, we have candle, torch, butterfly. Which one of those? No, that's okay. That's a test here. All right, but in the old days, there was a famous moth named Proverbial Moth. And Proverbial had a bad habit of flying around candles. And Proverbial would get closer and closer and closer. Ah! Oh my goodness. That's the sad but true story of Proverbial Moth. Here's Proverbial down here. Little piece. Oh, you have a little in your hair, Proverbial. And what was your name again? Elias. You have some there. All right, here. How about on the count of 3, Magic Fox? 1, 2, 3.
Magic Fox!
Sometimes things look like they're all lost and gone, but they come back. All right. Thank you, please. How about a big round of applause for Sophia? Thank you, please. All right. All right. And now, could you help me, Jake? All right, wait a second. I got something here. All righty. Okay. All right, here. Would you come right up here? How about a big round of applause for Jacob, sometimes known as Jake. You want to take a bow? All right. Oh, I like that. We got style. All right. Here, would you check that? Make sure there's no trap doors or anything. Pull on it. Make sure it doesn't come apart. Is that just one ball there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you look at it real close? Look at it closely. I love the literal mind. It's fantastic. Okay, would you hold that out, your hand? And I want you to hold this in your hand right there. Tight, okay? All right, and take this wand. Because I looked over it. Hold it tight. All right, get that one in there. Get it in there. Good. Hold it up so the people in the cheap seats can see back there. All right. Do you know any magic words? What's your favorite animal?
Cat.
A cat. Fantastic. That was a very magical animal in ancient Egypt. Oh, hold that up there so everybody can see it. Wave over that ball. Say magic cat, Jake.
Magic cat.
One more time.
Magic cat.
All right. And very slowly, one finger at a time. Let's see if you... Oh, you were supposed to make it disappear. Ah! What did you do? How did you do that? I gotta check that in here. Oh, yeah! All right, here. Would you step right over here? Okay. All right. And I'm just gonna set this right here. Jacob, stand right back here. Look at those. And point to one of them. Now, don't make a rash choice, all right? There's subtle differences between these, all right? Look at them. Point to one. You like that one? Why?
Because it has two hairs on it, and I think they're cat hairs.
You think they're cat hairs? All right, this is going just like in rehearsal. All right. Okay, with this one, oh yeah, that's got the hairs. All right, some magicians work with rabbits. I work with hares. Okay, so all right, so that one we'll call Jacob. All right, and this one is Tom. All right, hold your hand out like that. I'm gonna hold Tom tight in my hand, and you hold Jacob. All right, right there. Okay, tight. All right, hold it up there with the hairs and everything. Okay, and now I'm gonna come around here. No more tricks this time, okay? Wave over this one. Come up here, please, sir. All right, wave over mine. Say magic cat hairs.
Magic cat hairs.
Ah! You did it! All right, where is it, funny man? Ah! You're really good. How about a big round of applause? Jacob. Now, all right, here. All right, we'll just put that right there, all right? Would you hold your hand out and take both of these this time? Just hold your hand out like that, okay? You got it? All right, squeeze those tight. All right, tight. All right. Okay, and wave over those. On the count of 3, say magic cat. 1, 2, 3.
Magic cat.
At the same time. Oh! Stop that! What are you doing? It's not funny. Where'd you learn that? Whoa! You've been drinking? There. All right. Okay, that's fantastic. Do you have more of these? All right, here. I'm going to put one in my pocket, one in my hand, one in my pocket. All right, how many in my hand? One! How many do you think?
One.
Elias?
One.
3?
No, I didn't say it.
Oh, you didn't. I thought you said somebody back there. Here, wave over that. 1, 2, 3.
Magic cat.
You okay? All right, here, one more time.
3 and
Go ahead. Magic cat.
magic cat.
Wow. I got one more here. All right. Now this time I'm going to try to fool you. You watch very closely, as well as your entire staff out there. Okay, now here I'm going to try to fool you. Which hand do you think the red ball is in?
That one.
You do?
Yeah.
How about you?
That
This one. She thinks it's in this one. Let's go with her choice right now. Okay? Would you wave over that? Say magic cat.
magic cat.
You think the ball's in this hand? Okay, go ahead. One more time.
Magic hat.
Ah! The ball is in there.
There was 2 balls.
There were 2.
Yeah, one in that hand and one in the other.
How did you change that to black though? Oh, here, okay. Make the other one disappear. 1, 2, 3.
Magic hat.
All right. Thank you very much. How about a big hand for Jacob? Thank you, Jacob. All right. Okay. All right. So I have one more trick, and then we have a very special guest magician. All right. Now, like with silk, there's records of magicians doing magic with rope 3,000 years ago in Egypt, ancient Greece, and Rome, all right? And I have 3 pieces of rope here, more or less the same size, sort of. No?
No, definitely not the same size.
No. All right, here. Would you check this? Here, would you check that? Make sure that doesn't stretch. And John, please, right there, would you check that? And Elias, check this. Pull on it, make sure it doesn't stretch. Is that good? Hard.
This one does stretch a little bit.
It does. That's because you're so strong. All right. Oh my goodness, we got another one over here. All right, here, hold on to it. Okay. All right. Ah,
There we go.
there you go. Oh, it is a little longer. Okay. Elias, would you mind helping me with this one? You wouldn't mind? I was just kidding. Come on up. All right. How about a big round of applause for Elias? Here, hold on. Hold on. Make sure it doesn't stretch. Okay, that's good. All right. All right. Now, would you take this? Do you have magic power? Kind of. Good. That's all we can hope for sometimes, you know. Kind of. All right, so we have one long piece, one medium-sized piece, and one short piece right here. All right, now, do you know any magic words?
Yeah.
What?
Abracadabra.
Perfect. A classic. Okay, just wave over that, say abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
How about if we do this? Set the wand down there for a moment. I think this might work even better, even with a mask. Just blow on that. One more time. Concentrate on it. It seems to be getting longer. 3 pieces of rope now, more or less the same size. 1 right there, 2, 3. All right. Now, how many do we have here, Elias? 2. 1, 2. All right. How about if we start over here? We'll start over with 1 piece. Okay. And now. All right, here. Would you? I'm gonna tie this in a knot right there, like that. All right. Do you have a pair of scissors? You don't have a pair of scissors. Okay, hold your fingers up like this. All right. No, the other like this. That's a good way to do it. All right, here. I can't do that. I think it'll be easier with these 2. Like to pretend they're scissors. Go. Can you make that noise? Ah, excellent. No, right there, right there. Okay, excellent. All right. Now we have 2 pieces again. But, oh, they're not the same size. Oh, how about you concentrating on those again? Ready? Look at them. Yeah, you can blow on it. A little harder. Ah, all right. 1, 2, a big hand for Elias. Okay. Let's start over again, okay? We'll just use 1, all right? Here now, can you tie knots? You think so? I like that. Okay, here, I'll hold the middle, you hold the ends. Tie those in a knot so we get a circle of rope. That's good. Ah! What the heck? What did you do? You took the ends off the rope. Yes, you did. Look, there's no end to it now.
Oh, come on.
Hold on. All right, well, hey. Is that some kind of Indian, like mudras or something there? I like it. Yeah, go ahead. Woo! All right. How about a big hand? Take a bow there. All right. Thank you very much. All right. So, we have a guest here who's going to get hooked up with this microphone. Oh, that's oh. Should be on. Should be on.
You did magic.
No, hello. It's all right. Thank you. So, this is a very special friend of mine. He and I have been doing magic together for the last couple of years. And something we've noticed over these couple of years is he seems to have what they call psychic abilities. Like he can actually know, for instance, what you're thinking without you having to tell him. Alright? Okay, he'll tell you all about that. Alright, so I'd like you to give a big round of applause for the amazing Ezra!
Hello, my name is Ezra. I'm a magician, and today I'm going to be showing you some mind reading. Now, ever since I was 3, 4, I don't know how old, I've been really good at mind reading. And today I'm going to show you what it's like for you to watch someone read your mind. Now, for those of you who don't know what mind reading is, I'm going to explain it to you quickly. Mind reading is when another person knows what you're thinking without you telling them. Now, for this trick, I'm going to need 3 assistants.
Ezra, just tune down your psychic ability.
Alright, so I would like a raise of hands in the audience, and I will choose 1 assistant. You. What is your name? Isaac. Let's go. Big round of applause for Isaac. Now, Isaac, here I have a bowl of coins. These coins is my coin collection. I have a penny, a nickel, a dime, a quarter, and a big $50 coin. So Isaac, I would like if you will check these coins and make sure they're all different. Are they all different? Alright. Now, do you remember all the coins that I just mentioned? Alright, now I want you to think of one of those coins and do not say it out loud. Just think of that coin. Got it? Alright. Now I am going to write down my prediction. I'll get that later. Alright, I have written down my prediction. Now I'm going to fold it up, and this is going to be prediction number 1. Alright, now I've written down my prediction. So Isaac, I would like you to tell the audience what was your coin. And I'm asking you this because my last assistant forgot his coin. And you're probably thinking, why would I tell you? Why would I tell you what my coin was? I'm gonna know it, but I've already written down my prediction. So, the $50 coin. Alright, now let's give one last big round of applause for Isaac. Alright. Now for my second assistant. I would like another raise of hands in the audience. You miss back there, sitting in the gentleman's lap. Here. Do you need to hand up? Alright. Now, what is your name? What? Camilla? Alright, now let's give a big round of applause for Camilla. Yeah, I know, I'll do that. Oh, not now.
Oh, okay.
Alright, what's your name again? Camilla. Alright, now... Alright, now I know what you mean. Alright, Camilla's father, would you be willing to come up here? Alright, what is your name? Dave. Let's give a big round of applause for Dave. Now, Dave and Camilla, here I have a book. It's called Good Night Moon. There's at least... Alright, let's say 100 words written in this book. Alright, now Camilla, I would like you to look through this book and choose one word. And if you need help, ask your dad, okay? Oh, and don't tell me.
Okay, we have one.
Alright, you have it? Alright, now Camilla and Dave, I want you to remember that word that you just read. Alright? Now, I'm going to write down my prediction. Alright, I've written down my prediction, and now I'm going to fold up the paper, and this is going to be prediction number 2. Alright, now Camilla and Dave, I would like you to tell me what was the word that you were thinking of, and I'm asking you this for the same reason of the coin. My last assistant forgot his word, and I've already written down my prediction. Now, you tell the audience what your word is.
Lady.
Lady. Oh, wait, I thought you said lady. Alright, lady. Alright, let's give a big round of applause for Dave and Camilla. Alright, now I'm going to need one more assistant for this trick. You in the blue coat. Oh, sorry, I was talking about it. Sorry. Alright, what is your name? Calvin? Alright, let's go. Big round of applause for Calvin. Alright, now Calvin, do you know how to read? Alright. Alright, here I have a box of crayons. They are all different colors. There are I don't know how much, but a lot. Alright. We have dark green, and I'll read one more. We have rose, and a whole bunch of other different colors. Now, I would like you to take out one of these crayons, and I would like you to read the label. And if you need help, you can ask someone in the audience for help. Alright? And I don't want you to show me the color. When you're done, put it back in the box. And then put the box in my hand. Got it? Alright. Do you need help putting the crayon back in the box? Oh, he's still taking one out.
Just one, Calvin. That's good. Just pick one, Calvin, and think of it, okay?
Read the color.
I don't know where the color is.
Here. Alright, here.
No.
Tom, you can help him.
Pick any one, Calvin. Okay. Now. Can you read that?
Got it?
Okay, great.
Alright, now may I have the crayon box, please? I would really like to open my eyes. Alright, thank you! Now, I do not know what crayon you chose. Alright? Now I'm going to write down my prediction. Why do I? Oh, right, that's an extra. Alright, now I'm going to write down my prediction. Alright, I've got my prediction. Now this is going to be the last and final prediction. Prediction number 3. Alright? Alright. Now, for this time, you're not going to tell me what color crayon you chose. Now, I would like Isaac and who are you guys again? Dave and Camilla. Alright, now I would like Isaac, Dave, and Camilla back up stage, please. Alright, let's get a big round of applause for Isaac, Dave, and Camilla. What are you doing? Alright. I'm gonna dump the bowl. Yes. Prediction number 1, Isaac, the coin. Prediction number 2, Dave and Camilla, the word. And prediction number 3, what's your name again? Calvin? Calvin, right. In prediction number 3, the crayon. Now, Isaac. Out of 5 coins, you chose 1. I would like you to open up my prediction and I would like you to read out loud what I've written down out there.
Half dollar.
Half Prediction number 2, Dave and Camilla's word. I would like you to remind the audience what was the word that you chose again?
Chose lady.
Lady. Alright, I would like you to open up the paper and I would like you to read out loud what it says.
It says lady.
Now, prediction degree Kelvin. Wait. Before you open it, no one knows what color you chose. Would you tell the audience what color you chose? Melon. Now, would you open up the paper and read out loud what it says? Melon. Give one big round of applause for Calvin, Camilla, Dave, and Isaac.
And another big round of applause for Ezra. I didn't teach him that. That's something
Yes, we
that
did.
came up.
Yes, we did, and you know it.
This is in rehearsal. We worked this out. Okay, another big round of applause for Ezra. Okay. All right, so I can't do anything as amazing as that, but I'm going to try one thing in honor of one of my true heroes, okay? And I'll show you who she is in a moment, all right? About a little over 120 years ago, there was a girl born in Poland. Her name was Mania Slodowska. Mania, can you say that? Slodowska? Perfect. I love those names, Slodowska. All right, and she had a very difficult life. Her mom died when she was 5 years old, but she had a wonderful father who took care of Mania and her 3 other brothers and sisters. And something they noticed as she grew up is she was amazingly smart.
My microphone fell down.
My microphone fell down. Oh, thank you, Jake. All right. Hello? Oh, good. She was very smart, and they wanted her to go to college, but women could not go to college in Poland at that time. Right? So they sent her to Paris, right? Where she went to the Sorbonne, which is still one of the finest universities in the world, and she was first in her class in physics. Right? Does anybody have any idea who I'm talking about? Anybody? This will probably help you. She was not only first, do you know?
The picture, the person in the picture.
Exactly! How did you and Ezra ought to team up? He said, the person I'm thinking is the one in the picture. That's amazing. My microphone. No, I think it's still here. All right. Anyhow, she was not only lucky and amazing in her studies, she was also lucky in love and met a young physicist named Pierre. And they got married. Madame Curie. And she was first not only in her class, she was also the first person to win the Nobel Prize twice. All right, there was only one other person. But Madame Curie won the Nobel Prize in physics and chemistry, the only person in history to do such a thing. All right. But the most, could you come up here and help me since you, oh my God. All right, and what is your name? Martha? How about a big round of applause for Martha? All right, okay. Martha, while we're thinking of it, why don't you, I'm gonna go through here and just tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay, take that card, show it around, don't say the name of it, please. All right, and just put that face down on your hand and put your hand on top of it, Martha. Okay? The thing I love about Madame Curie, you probably know this, she discovered a couple of elements. The first one was polonium, which she named after Poland, where she came from. And then she discovered something very dangerous. Do you know what that was? What element that was? What was it? Yes. Radium. All right. It's something that can kill you. All right. But she found out a way to use this dangerous, deadly element to save lives. All right. She used it to invent a machine that probably most of you in here have experienced. What machine is that? X-ray machine. All right. And Madame Curie had a little truck, and she made a miniature X-ray machine, put it in the back of her truck, and went to every major battle in World War I, and is credited with saving at least 50,000 lives with her X-ray machine. They would bring a soldier in with a bullet wound here. She'd put them under her magic machine. She'd say the bullet's over here, and the doctors would look at her like she was some kind of witch or something. They would cut, and she could see. It was amazing. All right. So I have a little box here, Martha. All right, with a little piece of blank X-ray film in it. All right. All right, and we have a picture of Madame Curie on the cover. All right, hold this up here. You're not allergic to X-rays, are you? Absolutely not. All right. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm going to expose this. If you feel dizzy, please, I'll stop.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay. Okay. You all right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, now let's see if the X-ray worked. Oh. There's two bony hands, but that's the nature of X-rays. But in the middle, there seems to be a playing card. All right? And it looks like a 5. What is it? The 5 of diamonds. What was your playing card? The 5 of diamonds. All right. Okay. And this is Madame Curie right here. And I'd like you to take this, Martha, as a souvenir, not of this silly magic show, but to remind you what a bright and beautiful woman you are. All right. That's Madame Curie. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, so I'm going to try. How are we doing on time? Oh, we got a few more minutes. All right. All right, I'm going to try something I've never tried before. A lot of what I say up here, I just make it up. But that's actually true, all right? I've never done this trick in public before, okay? And just a little serious moment. I'd like to dedicate this magic routine I'm about to do to a country that has a very special place in my heart, India. And I am connected deeply to India, both personally, because I have a beautiful daughter adopted from India, and professionally, I've been there 30 times, more than 30 times. performing in almost every state in India for hundreds of thousands of kids. And we have two groups of very poor children that we've been training to be magicians for the last 7 years. And India is having a very, very difficult time right now with coronavirus. Tens of thousands of people are dying every day. So I'd like to remember India, and maybe this magic can go there and bring a bit of healing to the tragic times that India is going through. Okay? Now, I can't do what Ezra does, which is read minds, but maybe somebody could help me. Could you help me? Would you mind helping me? All right. And what is your name?
Zara.
Zara. Wow, what a beautiful name. Another big round of applause for Zara. Okay, Zara. All right. I have 5 cards here. Maybe some of you have seen these cards before. They're called Zener cards. They were invented in the 1930s to test whether people have psychic abilities, all right? That they can know the future or see things that other people can't see, okay? And there's a circle, a cross, a star, a square, and wavy lines, okay? And I'm gonna mix these up, Zara, okay? Is it Zara? Zara, beautiful. Okay, just like that. And I would like you, Zara, just to point, touch one of those cards, any one of them. You want that one? Okay. I don't want to look at it. You just take it. I'll turn around. You show it to everybody. Okay? All right, I didn't see it. Okay. I'm going to turn around, put it so I can't see it, and just set it right back in there. And then we'll mix them up. Okay, right there? Is that where you want it? Okay, all right. And now we'll just mix them up like this, okay? So I don't know where it is, and you don't know where it is, okay? All right, do you remember yours? Do you remember it? Okay. Now, one of the things I love about India, have you heard of India? Yeah? Yeah? Many things I love about India, but in India, they honor animals by imagining that they're gods, all right? That they have magic power, all right? Just a couple of them. Hanuman, the monkey god, who's a trickster. He likes playing tricks, all right? He's kind of the patron saint in India of Jadugar, magicians, all right? And then there's the great beloved Ganesha, the elephant god, the remover of obstacles, all right? And then there's one that I'm going to talk about a little bit, and we're going to use Naga Raja, the king snake god. Are you afraid of snakes? Not really. No, I'm not either. I actually like snakes. Would you hold your hand up like this? All right. Now, what Nagaraja can do, see, I can't read minds like Ezra, but with help from Nagaraja, who can see things other people can't see, maybe Nagaraja can tell me what is your card. Just hold your hand up. Well, I'm going to set this snake right across your fingers, and hold your thumb up like that, right? Okay? And then I'm going to put a card on top, and I want you to squeeze the snake with your thumb. And if it's your card, the snake's head will move, or the tongue will come out. Something will happen. All right? Okay? All right. Here. Hold your hand right up, nice and high there so everybody can see it. All right, and I'm gonna set this right here. And you, on the count of three, not yet, on the count of three, just push your thumb down on that card, all right? Ready? 1, 2, 3. No. Okay. What was your card? No, don't tell me. It wasn't the star, was it? No. All right. All right. We'll put this here. All right. On the count of three, push down real hard on that card. 1, 2, 3. No. Your card was in the circle. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Nagaraja. If it's your card, let us know. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Yikes! Ah! What was your card?
Wait.
The waves. Alright, the waves. Thank you very much, Zara. A big hand for Zara and Nagaraja. Thank you. Alright. Okay, one final trick. Alright. Alright, I think we need to end. Oh yeah. Okay. Alright. So, a couple of people before the show asked me to say a little something about Magicians Without Borders, the organization my wife and I started 20 years ago. All right. So as Lisa said, we've traveled to over 45 countries, by UN estimates performed for over 1 million refugee and orphan kids. And we also have 7 groups of kids around the world that we're training to be magicians in 7 different countries. And we're also doing things here at home. We have a program called the Warrior Wizards, which is very appropriate for today. And we train disabled American veterans to perform magic in VA hospitals across the country, and at deployment parties and holiday parties. So, we also have been going to where natural disasters are, floods, fires, hurricanes. And I just want to tell a very brief little story to end with this piece of magic about going down after that terrible hurricane in New Orleans, Katrina. All right? So we got in our car, drove all the way, got as far as Tuscaloosa, Alabama, my wife and I. And we asked the person we were staying with, where should we go to do some magic for people who had to leave their homes along the Gulf Coast and New Orleans. And she said, go over to the Schuyler Boulevard Baptist Church. So the next morning, 1 minute, I'll take some questions in a moment. Okay, hang on there. All right. Okay, so the next morning, we went over to the Schuyler Boulevard Baptist Church, and we knew when we were there because as we came up Schuyler Boulevard, there was a line of 400 people coming out of the church hall and down the street. All right, some of them fainting. It was already 100 degrees. They had been there since 5 o'clock. It was almost noon. We pull in the parking lot, and I have been in many, many terrible war-torn places around the world over these 20 years and have done magic. And as the UN says, our magic seems to awaken hope in that the impossible is possible. And that's exactly what the most famous magician in the world, Harry Houdini, once said. He said, when I perform magic for people in difficult situations, my magic not only amazes and amuses, but it can awaken hope that the impossible is possible. But in that parking lot at the Schuyler Boulevard Church, I had a crisis of faith. These people just lost everything. And we're going to go in and do magic tricks for them? It just sounded like a bad idea. But, as they say, fools rush in where angels fear to tread. So my wife gets into her mime outfit and I have magic in my pockets. We walk up to the front door. There's a gatekeeper sitting in a chair, a man sitting there. He looks at us, and this was our first trick. He said, "Oh, you're from the Red Cross. We've been waiting for you." And he let us in. Well, we didn't tell him we weren't from the Red Cross. So anyhow, we go in. We're in a hallway about as long as this tent. There's about 75 people sitting there. And that room is silent, sad, sullen, a little angry feeling room. We walk in, my wife goes over, starts her mime antics with someone, and I reach into my pocket, and just like I did with Jake, I took out a red ball. And I handed it to a little boy. How old are you, John?
7.
7. This guy was maybe about 5. How old are you? Yeah, right in between you two. He was about 4.5. So, this little 5, he might have been 5 2/4, I think. Maybe. I don't know. But anyhow, I handed him a red ball. I asked him to examine it just like I did to you, Jacob. And he puts it in his hand. I hand him a wand. And he goes, "Woo!" Opens it, and 2 of them jumped out. Remember that? 2 of them jumped out. He hits his mother, said, "Mama, look what I did." So then people are looking over what's going on. Now we're performing for 5 people, 10 people. 40 minutes later, that room is laughing, it's alive, they're on their feet, and I'm holding up this piece of paper. And I said, I'd like you to imagine this was your life back in New Orleans, back along the Gulf Coast. You had a good life. You had homes, family, friends, work, school, a community, churches, and then Katrina came. Many of you lost family and friends. All of you lost your homes. You lost your schools. You lost your work, your churches, and now you're going to lose months and months, maybe years, living in church basements, high school gymnasiums, trailers, camps. But maybe, just maybe, with some courage, imagination, hope, love, your life will come back together and all these pieces will come back together again. All right? So on the count of 3, everybody go just like they did. Woo! 1, 2, 3! Woo! Louder! Woo! Perfect! I felt something. That's just how I felt. But I recovered. I said, it's not going to happen quickly. You're going to have to fill out forms of FEMA and all this thing. It's going to take time. All right, one more time. On the count of 3, ooh, wave your hands, that helps. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Oh, I forgot something. At that moment, I was inspired. I said, in the Hebrew scriptures, it says in the book of Psalms, Their suffering was like bread. And it made them, these people are looking at me like getting weirder all the time. Their suffering was like bread. Why? That's what they said. But let me finish the quote from the great Hebrew book of Psalms. It said, your suffering made you stronger and more beautiful. So maybe when you go back to New Orleans and Lafayette and the Gulf Coast, you won't be the same. You'll be stronger and more beautiful because of all this suffering, like this. Ooh.